Why, hello there. This is the Cassette Master, and welcome to my video. This video is called At My Desk 5, shot at my desk in my bedroom. In this particular video, we will be presenting to you some nice mechanical pencils. Amongst the mechanical pencils will be the 4 standard lead sizes worth of the Pentel GraphGear 500, some pencils by Tombow, and then even some other mechanical pencils. I hope you enjoy your feature presentation. Positioning of equipment will be required. Okay, now, first we will be taking a look at the GraphGear 500 series in the 4 standard lead sizes of 0.3 millimeter lead, 0.5 millimeter lead, 0.7 millimeter, and last but not least, 0.9 millimeter lead. Here you can see it's a quite fine writing instrument with a nice brown barrel, brown plastic barrel, with a nice metal knurled grip and metal where the tip is. We can click out at 0.3 millimeter lead. Then we've got 0.5 millimeter. This was my first introduction into the GraphGear 500 series. I acquired this pencil, I believe, in late 2012. While at an Office Max in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It is a fine writing utensil, extremely well made, extremely solid at the tip. All these are solid at the tip, mind you. I highly recommend this series. No wobble. The 0.7, which has a dark blue colored barrel, is also very nice. Then the 0.9, which has a gray barrel with kind of a certain style look to the gray. I was a little disappointed that the 0.9 GraphGear 500 is not with a yellow barrel, because typically the Pentel color scheme for leads is brown for 0.3, black for 0.5, blue for 0.7, and yellow for 0.9. But here they made the 0.9 version gray instead of yellow. And don't worry, we will be showing some writing tests of these fine writing utensils after we show all the other pencils. After we show the pencils for this particular presentation of At My Desk 5, we will then show writing tests. with all of the pencils. So stay tuned. Now, one of the most ubiquitous and classic Pentel series known, the famous Pentel P200 series, in continuous production since the 1970s, I believe. That's a pretty long run of production for a series of pencils spanning over 40 years. That is what I call a successful pencil. The P203, P205, P207, and P209 mechanical pencil. This P205, I believe, is a vintage pencil, or maybe actually this one, maybe not a vintage one. I have several P205s. Vintage pencils usually have green erasers, while modern pencils have white erasers. This P203 is modern, but I took one of the green erasers and put it inside because it goes back to a childhood acquisition. In the year 2001, a brother in the church gave me a P203. It was my first introduction to 0.3 millimeter lead back in November of 2001. And it was a very positive experience. I was greatly enjoying the preciseness of the 0.3. It was a really cool pencil. I was thrilled, and I remembered it had a green eraser. The only problem is my susceptibleness in those days. A classmate in 4th grade said if he let me borrow this pencil, he would give me a pack of Rose Art Great Grips pencils the next day. So I let him borrow the pencil, and that was the last time I saw it. He never gave it back. I never saw it again. So later on in 2012, I acquired this pencil online, and the green eraser I took out of one of my numerous P205s and traded it with this, so it would have a green eraser just like the one that I got back in 2001. P205, P207, and I'm digging the color of the P209. All of these are very well made pencils, write excellently, and are very solidly produced, and are greatly appreciated. Again, the 4 standard lead sizes, this time with the proper color coding for each. On to the next set. These are the Tombow pencils in my collection. Excuse me. The Tombow pencils in my collection. These ones here are not a set of lead sizes like the others were, but various different models that Tombow produces. I only last year was introduced to Tombow mechanical pencils. I think I may have heard about them earlier, but didn't really look into it at the time. But finally on JetPens, I ordered these 2 Tombow pencils here last year. And then this year, I ordered this Tombow pencil. The Tombow mechanical pencils have come to be some of my all-time favorites. There's something about the sensory input quality you get while writing, even the looks, the precision of the sleeve with holding the lead, the lack of wobble when you're writing. It's a very well-made pencil, especially good for the price. And they're very good mechanical pencils. I highly recommend the Tombow pencils. This particular pencil here, you can get them in various color schemes, by the way, is the Tombow Mono Graph 1. It is a push on the side type pencil. Push on the side to advance the 0.5 millimeter lead. It does have a plastic clip and also an extendable black eraser, which is a very good quality. Speaking of Tombow erasers, I've also acquired this beauty, which is an excellent texture and erases absolutely nice. This pencil is made in Vietnam, although these pencils, thank you very much, are Japanese. Then there's the Tombow mechanical pencil / eraser. It says monograph. Notice on the front it's got the signature Tombow colors of blue, white, black, and on the back it's clear. Notice when we zoom in, lead lock on and off. In Japan, you can actually move the clip into a position that keeps you from being able to advance the lead easily, and it disables the shaker, because this particular pencil has a shaker mechanism. So if your pencil is going to be put in an environment that has lots of motion, movement, and so forth, maybe it's packed for a trip and it's subject to a lot of moving around, and you don't want the shaker just spewing out lead with all that movement, you turn the lead lock on. Whenever you're done, you turn off the lead lock, engaging the pencil for regular operation. And then lead advancement can be done by either shaking or by sliding the clip itself like this. And that will advance the 0.5 millimeter lead, which is pretty snazzy if you ask me. Oh, and by the way, it's got an extendable eraser too. Believe me, these Tombow pencils absolutely rock. Then we have one aimed more at the drafting market. This is the Tombow Monograph 0. So there's the Monograph, the Graph 0, and the Graph 1. Well, this is the Graph 0. Similarly, you have the Tombow bands on one side and clear on the other. Made in Japan right there, and right by the grip it says 0.5. And look at that close up. This is all metal, by the way. That screws onto this, and then this screws onto the barrel. Metal knurled grip, metal clip piece. By the way, this Tombow also is metal. The only one that's plastic is this one here. The quality that's in this is very good. The click is solid. It writes pleasurefully. So you'll notice it says mechanical pencil / eraser. So you think, okay. You think, oh, it's like the drafting pencil. It's got a small eraser. You pull the cap off and you're like, wait, what? No, you don't. It's an extendable eraser of absolute tiny diameter. Look how small that thing is. It erases all right. It's good for really, really tiny mistakes. But if you really want to erase stuff, then you want to use an external eraser or intermediate sized, perhaps just one of those click erasers like this. And don't worry, we'll be showing writing tests with these pencils. Okay, now we can see a couple of pencils by the brand, a brand that you may have not heard of, depending on who's watching this video and how much pencillist disease they have. A brand known as Platinum. It's a Japanese brand. The Platinum Pro Use mechanical pencils. This unit right here was my first introduction to Platinum's Pro Use pencils in 0.3. It has a rubber grip, metal tip area, plastic barrel, and believe it or not, I think metal eraser cap with your typical drafting pencil eraser at the top. It's a pretty decent quality pencil and also has a lead hardness indicator. Then, drum roll, please. On the snare drum, we've got this Platinum Pro Use pencil right here. This particular unit is 0.5 millimeter, although they say 0.5 with no decimal. It takes one some mechanical pencil experience to know it obviously means 0.5. This pencil is an all-metal mechanical pencil. Sleek design, very interesting grip. The tip is very solid, and it is an absolute pleasure. Lead hardness indicator is right at the tip. That little brown band would be moved around to show which lead hardness is inside the pencil. Click out the 0.5 millimeter lead. This thing has a very robust and solid click. And in all is a very excellent, amazing writing utensil. It's a little more expensive on the mechanical pencil cost. It's a $25 pencil, but it's worth those $25. So you've been seeing some mechanical pencils that you might earlier have associated with adult users or people going to school, maybe teenagers and adults. But we haven't showed yet any mechanical pencils here that are intended for children. So this is a very special pencil I want to present. It has been acquired since making the My Mechanical Pencil 5 video. Otherwise, it would have been featured there. It is made by a company called Sanrio in Japan. This pencil is from 1993, so is quite vintage for a children's pencil. It is aimed at girls. You can see at the top here, it says Winky Pinky. And you can see it shows a teddy bear. Colors, a sketchbook for you. So it's likely that this pencil originally went with some kind of a sketchbook as an accessory. Here you can see copyright 1989, 1993, Sanrio Company Limited, made in Japan, fancy friends. Now you might think at the top that it has a flat eraser. Well, think again. We take off this. If we look closely, you'll see that it is actually a stamp. Apparently, there would have been some kind of perhaps glittering ink, or something of the sort that one could put the stamp on and then stamp it on paper, which is very interesting. This particular pencil utilizes 0.5 millimeter lead and has a rather loud click. It's a pretty nice and interesting mechanical pencil to have. Also notice it's a rather short pencil. Compare it to this Tombow, for example. Here you can see a BIC Multi-Pen. And you might be thinking, what the heck are you doing? I thought you didn't like pens, only pencils. Well, you're right. I'm not a pen kind of guy. I'm a pencilholic. I love mechanical pencils very much. So yeah, why would I have a pen amongst my pencils? Especially a multi-pen packed with 4 different colors. But wait. This doesn't have 4 different colors. Enter the Pilot Hi-Tec C Coleto, customizable multi-pen / pencil. This particular one can hold up to 5 different implements inside. Loaded is a red pen, a blue pen, a black pen, 0.3 millimeter mechanical pencil, there you go, and a 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil. Well, this is an incredibly nice writing utensil to have. And each part is ordered separately, which means you can order mechanical pencil modules. So I've taken this BIC Multi-Pen, left the blue ink and the red ink and the black ink, took the green ink out, and replaced it with a mechanical pencil module instead. But since it's not so easy to advance the lead, I have also made this little device here called the clicker. To use the clicker, simply stick this side in, down firm, and use it to actuate the lead, advance the lead from the mechanical pencil. And then you got yourself a BIC Multi-Pen with 0.5 millimeter leaded mechanical pencil. Here is another multi-pen made by Muji in Japan. At first glance, you'll notice the black ink, red ink, and blue ink freely available. And if one does not know it contains a pencil, they may not be aware right away. But if you push the clip itself, it reveals a 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil. Here are the last two pencils. 4 at my desk 5. A Papermate Ink Joy Gel Ink Pen. And a Papermate pen marked Kindred at Home. If you haven't already guessed the obvious, these are converted pens using Pilot Hi-Tec C Coleto mechanical pencil modules to replace the original ink cartridge. Advance the lead by clicking the top. Viewers, I warned you at the beginning. This video is not for the faint of heart. I purposely decide to record it when my voice is affected by the common cold, to go along with the tradition started by the first At My Desk video done in September of 2012. Without further ado, let's get on to some writing tests. Okay. Now for some writing tests. Okay. Now for some writing tests. First with the GraphGear 500. 0.3 millimeter. So, click it all the way. See, it's pretty nice, you know. February 15th, 2018. Oh, come on. This is a test of the Pentel GraphGear 500. Now the GraphGear, the 0.5 version. Very nice pencil. 0.7. And then now the now the 0.3 millimeter Pentel P200. I know there's a hum. Now the 0.5. I know the DM screwed up. Now the Tombow pencil monograph one. Dig it, brother. The monograph by Tombow. Oh, come on. Seriously? Dig it. Oh yeah, really dig it. Oh yeah. Pleasure on a stick. Now the 0.3 millimeter Platinum Pro use. the Sanrio. The BIC Multi-Pen. You can do regular pen, pen, pen. Boy, who wants pen? Who cares? Pen when you got pencil. Oh yeah, brother. Yes, I switched the Y and the H by accident. Oi, hey! Oh yes, Hi-Tec C Coleto. We've got more. We've got then customize. Last but not least, this guy will be great. Angel. And best of all, let's do a mass erasure test. Notice first how this just keeps going down diagonally like that, which is stupid. That's what I'm talking about. Well, viewers, I hope I hope you enjoyed this presentation of At My Desk 5, shot at my desk in my bedroom by your host, the Cassette Master. Anyway, showing some nice writing utensils by Pentel and Tombow and Platinum and, you know, what have you. Some nice writing utensils, to say the least. And with a most weak, crazy voice. This has been At My Desk 5, recorded on February 15th, 2018. It is now 5:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, please comment and give me your opinion of this video, and either like or dislike to give your opinion. Of course, I warned you at the beginning, this isn't for the faint of heart. Some people out there are going to say, just make the video later when your voice comes back. Don't make a video while you're sick. I say, this is the At My Desk series. The At My Desk series is different from the regular video series. At My Desk videos are specifically done when my voice is affected by a cold. Otherwise, if I wanted to do a similar video, but not a full My Mechanical Pencils video, it would be The Desk Revisited video. The Desk Revisited videos are replacements for At My Desk, done when I have a few more mechanical pencils I want to show, but my voice is normal. But when my voice gets like this, better yet though, on the earlier ones, my voice was more consistent. This time it's a lot worse. I would do an At My Desk video. Now, to people out there, the Cassette Master on YouTube, not me, another guy, and some more people have requested that I would upload At My Desk 3, which was outdated. The only problem is that I'm living in Massachusetts now, and most of my stuff resides back in Arkansas, which is a very far away place. The Betamax tape, which contains At My Desk 3, resides somewhere hidden in some box, and that box is hidden somewhere amongst a myriad of boxes and junk back far away in Arkansas. If I had access to it right now, and I had access to one of my Betamax machines, which those also were back in Arkansas, I'd upload At My Desk 3. But alas, I can't get to it at this point. So who knows for sure when At My Desk 3 will go live. Although I think At My Desk 3 was recorded in, I think, December of 2013. So, Right. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. I've had a weak voice all day today. I've had a weak voice for the majority of the day yesterday. What? Come on, Windows 10. That hard drive has been plugged in for aeons, and for the umpteenth time, you act like you're just now first realizing that it's plugged in. Stupid computer. You can't always trust technology now, can you? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Not for the faint of heart, because of the voice, the coughs, the burps, the eating, the drinking. Oh, with the lapel mic right here, picking it all up crystal clear. It's different for different people. Some people, it might be something they like. Others, they might be like, yeah, it's gross, you weirdo. You're entitled to your opinion. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace. Oh, just a side note. My earlier at my desk videos, I would drink out of a Mind the Gap cup. Now I'm drinking out of this telephone cup. I had my mother mail me the Mind the Gap cup, as well as some other cups, and a rice maker. Well, the bad news is the Mind the Gap cup got crumpled and broke during shipping. So it is gone. Otherwise, you betcha I'd be using that cup because that was my favorite cup and it's gone.